Well, hello, hello. Gotta turn my thing. Spring. Hey, hey, hey. Bringing to you a video on work, and I'm gonna start doing some meal preps because we've been getting really busy. So we're gonna have breakfasts, lunches, and dinners that are gonna be ready for the whole work week. That way, make my life a little bit easier. So I'm gonna bring you today. We're gonna be making some breakfast egg McMuffins. Never done it before, but we'll see what happens. So right now what I've done is I've taken some Jean sausage. Let me bring you a little closer. There we go. Got a little toasty, but it's okay. It's not too bad. So as soon as this cooks up, I'm going to fry up some bacon. I think I'm going to have enough so I can go ahead and bake it in the oven so I can get a whole 1 pound batch done. And then I'm going to do my eggs, and I'll bring you to those next phases. So we'll bring you back. Okay, we're back to another phase. I went ahead and made some chorizo for breakfast. And there we go. And the bacon, it's already out and been cooled. I went ahead and made breakfast. Everything's cold now. So now I'm toasting up the muffins. You just put a little bit of butter on the bottom of your pan. Oh, this is a little hot. I forgot my thing. This is the pan that has the handle gets hot because you can put the whole pan in the oven. And anyway, and I'm just getting it slightly toasted. So we just put butter in the pan, toast both sides of it. Okay, and I got another pan going over here. And these pans are doing double duty. We had breakfast on them. We had breakfast burritos with tortillas. Since I already had all the stuff ready for it anyway. So now those are toasty. So I got another batch, one more muffin to make. So now these are done, I'll go to the muffin. And then the next phase is the egg, and I'll bring you when I get to that stage. Okay, now we're going to be doing the eggs. And I don't have one of those little egg things to make the shape of the egg, circled egg. So I got a extra wide ring, canning ring. You spray the, I just use Walmart vegetable cooking spray. Okay, I sprayed, put it on the upside down, sprayed it. And because it's hot, I'm using my tongs. I turn it upside down. This is slick. It's my first time doing this. Okay. And then you spray again. That's so nothing sticks. And my burner is on. So now I'm going to crack an egg in each ring. Trying to get it to the center so it stays level. And I don't want to break my yolk. I mean, it's okay if it breaks, because you're gonna break part of it anyway. Okay, so that one didn't sit, so I'm gonna get this other pan. I'm gonna heat this pan up. Because those were not level. Because my pan is not big enough for these big wide rings. So I'm going to come over here and move this over here. Because you want the rings to be level. So you don't get extra, let me bring you up close so you can see what I'm talking about. If the rings are not level, then the yolks separate, the white separates, and you don't want that. Okay, so let me bring it back. Got my burner on this one. I know my pan's still hot because I just made those muffins in it. And I'll bring you to this one so you can see this one. Oops, sorry for the reach. Sorry, I'm moving all over the place. My tripod legs are kind of in the way. See that? See how now that yolk broke, so I don't need to do anything with it. I need to rake this one. So, let me get back. I'll make sure you're in there. I'll get my little spatula, and I'm just going to rake the yolk. That's all I'm doing. And then, when it's about ready, I should be able just to take off the rings, and they'll still keep its shape. See that? I gotta put that somewhere it can stay hot. Okay, so I'm just gonna separate my two little eggs because I don't want the yolk to run. That's another reason why you gotta make sure your pan's big enough so they don't touch like these two are touching right here. So now I just need to flip. And there we go. Now I can cook the other side. And now those can cook. Let me get my ring out. Actually, nope, that needs a little bit more. It's not totally cooked. You'll be able to see when the whole white is cooked, so you know when you flip it. So I'm going to get me a plate, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I broke my yolk. Well, I already broke it, but you want it cooked. You don't run it runny. So I'm going to put it back and let it cook. Okay, so let me check this one. And again, like I said, I've never done these before, so I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. I just watched a bunch of videos 5 or 6 times. I gotta watch something 5 or 6 times before it finally sinks in. It's like, oh, I know what they're doing now. I get it. And actually, that one's kind of really pretty. I'm going to show you that one. Let me bring in my legs. See that? See how you see the shape of the roundness? Not like this one. They got all messed up. But hey, and I'm sure with it, like anything else, the more you practice, the more it gets better. Bring it back. Okay, so now I'm just going to flip them. And I'm getting better at learning how to flip. And this is another good reason why you want to spray the whole pan. So when you flip, because I did it a while ago. I did it on that one, but I didn't do it on this one. That was my fault. This egg is sticking because it didn't have any oil on it. So let me see if I can get a chance to move it without breaking my egg a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Now let me spray this in. There we go. Let that cook. And this should be done. And there it is. So let me go get myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need one more egg. So I'm going to spray my pan. Make sure I don't have any stickies. Get my ring. Put it in the dead center. Get my egg. There we go. And it all the egg, white stayed inside the ring. Okay, so that looks good. You cook the egg the way you like it cooked, however you like it cooked. And you just want to make sure that the white is already cooked. Okay, so this one's done, and I'm done, and that's the last of my eggs. So I can turn my burner off. And there are 4 of the eggs. So we'll finish this one off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my rings, dry them really good. Then I'm going to put them in a baggie, and then I'm going to save it and label it Egg McMuffin eggs. That way I'll know these are my rings to use. And then I'll get online sometime soon and see how much it costs to buy one of those egg things. You can buy them on anywhere pretty much. And I think some of the stores even sell them. Because I know I've seen them. Let's see, I didn't spray my ring, so my white on my egg is wanting to stick. And I'm going to show you in just a bit. See that? See, it's wanting to stick because I didn't spray the inside of my ring. So that's another lesson learned. Oh, I forgot to break my egg. So let me go ahead and flip it. Move this over just a little bit. That way it stays on top of each other. And then we'll be done. And the next thing is just to assemble it. And I'll bring you to that phase once I'm got everything prepped and ready to go. Okay? We'll bring you back. Okay, we're back and ready to assemble. Okay. Now, these are just going to be sausage and bacon and egg. You get wax paper. I'm using parchment paper. Wax paper, parchment paper, either one. To me, they're both the same. You get a bottom and a top. There's a bottom, there's a top. And then you lay your egg on top. Your meat of choice. This is breakfast sausage. And then your top. And then you just wrap it up. And I'm making mine with onion. Hubby don't like onions, so I'm going to get his in his own bag, and he's going to have his name on his, and my name will be on mine. So there's one of his. I'm going to do one more. There's a bottom. Let me get my egg. And see how that's a nice pretty fit of the egg. So those extra wide candy rings really come in handy. This one's going to be bacon. And of course put as much bacon as you want on it. He likes bacon, so I'm going to give him 3 pieces. Because I got to save some more bacon for the breakfast burritos. I'm making breakfast burritos next. And then here's the top. Then you wrap that one up. Oh, but I wanted to show you. Look how pretty that is. See how nice and round? It looks just like the Egg McMuffin that you buy them at a restaurant. I'm not going to say names. And then just wrap it up, sandwich it up, fold it. So now hubby, this will get his, because mine's going to get onions in it. So you do a whole bunch, you can put a bunch of them in a gallon size bag, but since we're separate because he don't like onions and I do. And since this is breakfast and I'm doing the work, I get what I want. But because I love him, I make him what he wants. And he's in there looking at me right now. He's just shaking his head. Okay. I'm going to do one more. Only because I'm going to do it as a taste test. Because you know I got to do my taste test. Now, this is me, Rosa. You see this little egg? And you see this little extra stuff? Because that's all nice and hard. I don't like that. It just drives me batty. I'm one of these people, when I eat, it's all about texture. That's all it is texture. And here's my little, I store my raw onion when I've already sliced into one. I store it in here, and when it's down to the very, very bottom, I get it and I slice it up because I know I'm going to use it. Because I'm going to be putting onions on my breakfast burrito and this muffin, egg muffin. Okay, but isn't that cute? Because it closes tight, so everybody knows that's an onion. Let me open that back up. And you can get these things pretty much anywhere. Amazon stores. All these milled out. They have one for onion. They have a tomato one. They have a garlic one. I have all those. In fact, I'm going to show you. I'll show you those right quick. We have time. Here's my little garlic one. And see, it's got the little holes so you can release the air of the garlic. And excuse my dust. I haven't dusted yet. And here's my little tomato. And then so I just slice a tomato and I stick it in there. Whatever's left over, put in the fridge. Okay, so let's do our taste test. And I'm going to do one with sausage. Let me get my top. Oh, I forgot to get my knife. Okay, let me get a knife. Because I'm not going to do the whole thing because we got through eating breakfast. And I'm just going to do, well, this is mine anyway, so I'm going to take a bite. Okay. Sausage, egg, and biscuit. You can definitely taste every bit of it, because I did make sure that I cooked the yolk and there's nothing runny. But I have a friend of mine who loves to bite into runny eggs, so if you wanted to, just don't cook it on the other side so much. That way when you take a bite, it's all nice and yolk with all the runny yolk. It's going to be messy, but you can definitely do that. But thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, ring the bell so you know my next video. And don't forget to go in the description box. I'm going to put full details on this recipe with all I used. And I thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.